Ben, you ready? We're going to call this meeting to order.
Mayor Graham.
Here.
Councillor DeLong.
Here.
Councillor Ludisher.
Here.
Councillor Nakazian. Councillor Peterson-White. Councillor Pownell.
Here. No.
Councillor Zweifel.
Okay, we have a quorum, and maybe somebody's coming in a little bit later. First item is the approval of the agenda. We did get some supplemental information too. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any changes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of minutes from the August 2nd City Council meeting. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any changes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have a couple of presentations tonight. We're going to start off with a couple of life-saving awards.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and councilors. We don't normally do these awards in front of council, but we don't normally have this one come in front of us very often or in this way. Officer Steve Klostermeier and Drew Wierson are presented with the Northfield Police Department Life Saving Award for their life-saving efforts delivered to a cardiac arrest victim. On April 22nd, 2016, at about 3 a.m., Officers Klostermeier and Wierson responded to a report of a 35-year-old male, Brian Porter, in cardiac arrest. While the officers were en route, dispatchers instructed Brian's wife, Rachel, in administering CPR. When the officers arrived, Wierson evaluated the victim and took over CPR. Klostermeier assisted with deploying an automated external defibrillator, or an AED as we refer to it. The AED was used to administer several shocks to the victim. The officers continued care and then assisted with Northfield Hospital EMS personnel with advanced care when they arrived. Before the victim was transported to the hospital, he had regained a pulse and started breathing on his own. Because of the quick emergency care administered by Officers Klostermeier and Wierson, the victim survived and eventually made a full recovery. Dr. Jennifer Fisher is the EMS Medical Director for the Northfield Hospital and Clinics. She evaluated the EMS reports and the electronic memory files from the AED that was used that night. In a letter to Chief Nelson, Dr. Fisher wrote, "I have come to the conclusion that your officers were absolutely instrumental in the positive outcome for this patient. I can confirm that they used the AED appropriately and performed CPR exceptionally. Their actions were crucial in making sure the patient survived to EMS contact. Were it not for their quick actions and committed attempt, I believe the result for the patient would have been much different. While I realize the officers will consider that they did what they did by performing CPR and using the AED as just part of the job, their actions should be considered meritorious. Please express my admiration, commendation, and gratitude for a job well done." This award means even more to our department. Officer Wierson is a neighbor to the Porters, and many of us know Rachel through where she works through her employment. Officers Klostermeier and Wierson didn't just answer another medical, they saved a neighbor, a friend, and gave a father a chance to make a full recovery and come home to his family. This is just one example of the exemplary service Northfield officers provide our citizens on a regular basis. It also emphasizes the important partnerships we have in our community. The dispatchers coached Rachel through initiating CPR. Our officers arrived on scene quickly and provided their care. The EMS professionals also responded and provided advanced care. And then the emergency room staff who treated Brian and got him airlifted to a metro hospital, they all play a part in these positive outcomes. We also must thank other community partners like Canvas Church, who purchased 4 of these AEDs for our department last year so that we could have one in every squad car. Brian and Rachel are here tonight with their daughters Josie and Charlotte. They're right up front here. Their older daughter Ella was off vacationing with grandparents, so she couldn't make it. The City of Northfield and the Northfield Police Department are very proud of this excellent service provided by Steve Klostermeier and Drew Wierson. What we give them is a plaque and a life-saving pin. I'm going to let the mayor read the plaque that each one of them will receive.
They both say the same thing. This one happens to be Drew's. This life-saving award presented to, for your life-saving actions taken on April 22nd, 2016, in response to a 35-year-old male suffering cardiac arrest. Upon arrival, you evaluated the victim, performed CPR, and worked with Officer Klostermeier to apply the automated external defibrillator, the AED. The two of you continued CPR, administered several shocks to the patient with the AED, and then assisted ambulance personnel with advanced care. By the time he was transported by ambulance, the victim had regained a heartbeat and started breathing on his own. The victim was flown to a metro hospital, later underwent surgery, and made a full recovery. He and his family are very grateful. You provided excellent emergency care that revived him, allowed him to make it to the hospital, and helped him survive to return home to his family. Your actions taken to save this young man's life merit the Northfield Police Life-Saving Award, presented this day, August 16th, 2016. Which one?
I'll let you present both of them.
Okay, go ahead. You
No,
get
you,
the
get to
pins
do,
for-
you get to do both
Okay.
of them. Then I'm going to do the fans.
All right. No, no, the other way, sorry. And we're gonna put it in the middle here, guys.
Say, yeah, you guys were off camera. This is better. Okay.